Welcome back. I'm quoting here, hiding her shock and sorrow. That is how Meghan McCain described her feelings after she had a miscarriage just a few weeks ago. She is opening up about the experience in a New York Times op-ed and says she wants to be part of destigmatizing what women go through. So many women, in her words, quote, "My miscarriage was a horrendous experience and I would not wish it upon anyone." And then about babies women lose, she said, "We deserve the opportunity to speak openly of them, to share what we want to and mourn." Meghan says she learned she was miscarrying on the same day she had to take part in this photo shoot featuring the View personalities for the New York Times Magazine. Dr. Jen Caudle joins me. She's a family physician, associate professor at Rowan University, friend of the show. She joins me via Skype. Doctor, good to see you. And what a great thing to talk about, because it is true that there still is a stigma attached, although a lot more women are talking about this.
I couldn't agree with you more. I read this piece and my heart went out to Meghan and to any woman that's gone through this, but I do agree. It was such a poignant piece. It's timely. And I'm so glad that she's raising awareness. And yes, Susan, I do think we're talking about this more, which ultimately I think is a good thing.
And there are so many feelings, and everyone handles it differently in terms of the stages of grief and what they feel like they're allowed to feel, right?
Right. That's exactly right. I mean, the loss of a child, it's an unimaginable feeling. And I know as a family physician, many of my patients who have gone through miscarriages, it's absolutely devastating. And there's a lot of questions oftentimes women have. You know, did I cause this to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something I did? Is there something I didn't do? Will I be able to conceive later? But you're right, Susan, the idea of grieving for the child that is lost, everyone grieves in different ways, and men and women tend to grieve differently as well. And that's one of the things I think is really important to talk about here is the importance of grieving. The importance of going through the stages of grief and really honoring the child that was lost in the way that's important to the couple and to the family. It's complicated, it's difficult, but this only gets better as we talk about it and we talk about ways to cope.
Yeah, I had a miscarriage before my son. I've been openly talking about it. What helped me when I told someone, then other women shared their stories with me. And we also can't forget about the spouses or the father or someone else who may be grieving too.
That's exactly right. And I think that, again, every woman grieves very differently. Some women don't want to talk about it at all. Some women need to talk about it. And sometimes women go through different stages of when they're ready to talk about it and how much. But as I mentioned before, men and women do grieve differently. And one of the things that I say is, especially with women who are going through this process, because that's usually who I'm seeing in the office as a family doctor, reaching out to others when it's right is often a great thing. To the spouse, to the husband, to clergy members, to family members, to your doctor, to a mental health professional, all very important.
Yeah, connection is key, and you find that through sharing. Dr. Jen Caudle, pleasure as always. Good to see you.
Thank you.